Hello everyone, welcome to my kitchen. My name is Michael and today I've got a one pot Marry Me chicken tortellini with spinach and fresh basil. This is going to be one of those meals that's going to come together really quickly. Have everything ready to go. Get out that one pot and let's get started. All right, I've got my pan here heating up, so let's go ahead and add a little bit of olive oil to the bottom of that. We're going to put about 1 to 2 tablespoons in there, just enough to coat the bottom because we're going to be cooking our chicken in that. All right, now that my pan is heated up now, I've got 1 pounder, that's about 450 grams of chicken breast here that I've cut up into little pieces. Now, if you want to use dark meat, you can definitely do that. It's going to take a little bit longer for that to cook than this breast meat is here, so go ahead and let's add this into our pan. All right, we're going to let that cook now for about 5 to 7 minutes. We want that to cook almost all the way through. And to that, I'm going to add just a little bit of seasoning. I've got some salt here, and we're just going to give that a good sprinkle around with a little bit of salt and some black pepper. All right, our chicken is coming along nicely now. I'm going to go ahead and give that a turn over and continue cooking that until that gets almost done. We want that to be almost done. All right, so my chicken is almost cooked through now, and I've got 1 small diced onion here, and I'm just going to go ahead and add that to the pot. And I'm going to give that a good mix through, and we'll cook that for a couple of minutes just to kind of get those onions softened up just a little bit. All right, it's been 2 minutes now, and my onions have softened up just a little bit, and I've got 4 cloves of garlic here that I've minced up, and I'm just going to add those to the top. And we're going to let those cook in there for about 30 seconds to a minute just to kind of bring out those flavors from that garlic. All right, now that we've got that in there, let's give that a stir around, and we want to cook that garlic between 30 seconds to a minute. Any longer than that, it might have a tendency to want to try to burn. When as soon as you can start smelling it, it's time to move on to the next step. All right, to that now, I've got 2 cups of chicken stock here, and I'm just going to give that one last little stir here, and I'm going to put that into my pot. I've got 1 cup or 240 milliliters of heavy cream. Let's add that in. 1 teaspoon of Italian seasoning. I've got crushed red pepper flakes here. This is about 1/4 teaspoon. If you don't want to put these in there, this is completely optional. I like to just kind of give it just a little bit of a heat, so we're going to add those into it now. Now I've got 1/2 cup of sun-dried tomatoes. These are in the oil with the Italian seasoning in them. This is about 75 grams, and I've kind of given those a little bit of chop. They were julienned in the jar, so I'm going to go ahead and give that a mix through, and we want to bring this up to a gentle simmer now. My dish has now come up to a gentle simmer, and I'm going to go ahead and put my tortellini in. This is cheese tortellini. This is between 18 to 20 ounces, or about 510 grams up to 570 grams. So pick your favorite tortellini that you got. This is a 4 cheese tortellini, and let's put that in right now. All right, now let's give that a good stir through and get that all mixed together. All right, I've got that all mixed together now. All right, I've got the lid on my tortellini now. We're going to cook that for about 5 to 7 minutes. We want that just to steam a little bit to soften up. And we're going to come in every once in a while and give that a stir because we don't want anything sticking to the bottom. And we'll come back and I'll show you what happens next. This is looking and smelling absolutely delicious. I'm going to come here and give this one more little stir. This has been on for about 4 minutes now, and these are really softening up. So I'm going to put the lid back on it and let these continue to cook. And I'll come back and we'll move on to the next step. It's been 6 minutes now, and I wanted to show you what my dish looks like. It smells absolutely incredible. That pasta has cooked now, and it is nice and soft. So now we're going to put in our spinach. So with my spinach, I've got 3 cups or about 90 grams of spinach here, and I'm just going to put that into the top of it here. And we're going to let that wilt on the top. If you've ever cooked spinach before, you know that it won't take long at all before this wilts down. This looks like an awful lot of spinach is here, but it will cook down into the dish and you won't even hardly see it once it gets wilted down in there. So we're going to give that a little bit of a stir in and let that wilt down. This should take about a minute or 2. So now I've got 50 grams, so that's about 1/2 cup of grated parmesan cheese. I'm going to go ahead and add that in now. And then I've got about 1/4 cup of fresh basil. I've got that chopped up, and let's add that in now. Let's give that a stir through. Now if yours is just looking a little dry, before we get to this point, you can actually add just a little bit more chicken stock if you want to, or water, whatever you want to do. But the pasta itself is going to soak up a lot of that moisture that's in there. So definitely if yours is cooking faster, you can either turn it down or you can put in just a little bit more chicken stock. Mine is doing really good here with that. So I've got that cheese stirred in there now with that fresh basil. Now to top this off, I've got some mozzarella cheese. This is completely optional. If you don't want to put this on, you can put some more parmesan on the top if you want to. This is about 100 grams or about a cup. And I'm just going to sprinkle that across the top just like that. Now if you like cheese as much as I do, if you want to put more on it, you definitely can. There's no set rule to that. This is just the finishing touch that's on the top of it here. So if you want more cheese, definitely grate you up some more and add it onto it. Now that we've got the mozzarella on the top, I'm going to give it a little cover here. I'm going to let that steam for a minute or two. I've got the flame turned off here on my little stove, and we want that cheese just to melt on there. So we'll come back and we'll get that great taste test. Stick with me. All right, let's take a look at our dish and see what we've got. That cheese has melted on the top of there. That looks absolutely delicious. I'm going to go put this on the stove and I'll come back and we'll get me a scoop out. Look at that, how nice that is. Let's get some of that tortellini and some of that chicken that's there, some of that spinach. This smells incredible. Let's give it a try and see what we've got. It's nice and creamy. That smell of that fresh basil's coming through, that garlic. This smells delicious. It's a little steamy, so I'm going to continue to let this cool down just a second. That is absolutely delicious. It's nice and creamy. I'm getting a little bit of the hint of those red pepper flakes in there. I like that just a little bit, but again, that was completely optional. If you don't want that, you don't have to. That sauce is nicely seasoned. That basil with that spinach in there, all those herbs, that onion, that garlic, all coming through there. Really delicious. I'm gonna get me another bite. I know you're going to want to try this recipe. This is my one-pot Marry Me chicken with tortellini, spinach, and fresh basil. Give it a try. I know you'll love it. Leave me a comment in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you. If you like this content, maybe you might consider giving me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And while you're at it, check out one of these other two videos over here on the side. You might find something else you like. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Again, leave me a comment. I want to hear from you. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye now.